Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to want to subscribe today because what we have today is a well account giveaway. That's right. This is like a $4,000 or $5,000 account giveaway here. It's got Krutraxa, Zavia, Altin, Roshgard, Marther, Queen Eva, Farmer, Ray, Prince Kymar that I don't even have. It's got a lot of the top tier characters on this account. Even in the vault, we've got Royal Guard after Royal Guard. We've got Tyrell. We've got all kinds of rares, void rares, everything in here. We got Man-Eater. Look at this. Triple Cold Heart built already. That's not all the legendaries. More legendaries here, including PvP legendaries. Trunda. We got Gorgo. There's a big on here. Sethalia. Look at this. 2 more Zavias. Another Trunda. 2 more Mollies. This account is stacked. This is my buddy Roz. He is a mod in my channel. And I normally don't do giveaways because it's from people I don't know. They're saying like, hey, I want to give away my account. Never heard of them. Don't know if it's a scam. This one is a mod in the channel. We know this is not going to be a scam. On top of it, it comes with 29,000 energy. Look. 29062, 29,000 energy once you receive the account just to play it too. So I want to do a huge, massive shout out to Roz them all for giving away this account to the Well Pod. Now, this is kind of a sobering deal because he's moving on, as in he's straight up quitting the game. And unfortunately, he's not the only one. A lot of people are quitting the game recently. And I'm not just saying they're quitting the game because of my videos where I've been playing other games like Exos Heroes or Dragon Champions or Calabria Crystal Guardians. That they aren't quitting because of me. People are quitting because of Plarium, which is where we're going to go with the other part of this chat here. And the unfortunate truth of Raid Shadow Legends is something that we need to talk about today. But before we get into that, what I need you guys to do is subscribe and leave the comment Roz, R-A-Z-E, somewhere in your comment, okay? And you will be in the giveaway. But I'm doing it by a filter, meaning when I go to pick the people, I'm going to search for the word Roz, R-A-Z-E, and I'm going to have my filter check on for being a subscriber. So if you didn't leave Roz in your comment somewhere, and if you're not a subscriber, either or, I'm not going to see you. So make sure you're subbed. Make sure you leave that comment because this is, like a $5,000 or more account giveaway, and you want to have a chance to be in that one. Okay. Also, thanks for all the subs lately. We've got like an insane amount of subs. We got like almost 2,000 subs in the last week, or just something crazy. Okay. So thanks everyone for that. Now let's go ahead and get into the unfortunate truth of Raid Shadow Legends. I've spent a lot of time on this game, as well as a lot of money, as well as I am a content creator, so I make videos on it. I work behind the scenes. I talk with other content creators. I do testing sometimes. I've done a pretty good amount in this game. I've been sponsored by them. They've paid me multiple thousands of dollars to stream for them. I don't even know if they know they did that. It was through a third-party thing. I've both been inside and outside, and I've also spent $16,000 of my own money on this game. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to give you qualifier statements. I'm trying to let you guys know that what I'm about to explain is not just a bunch of bull said in order to make a video. Instead, what this is going to be is what I believe is the legitimate truth of Raid Shadow Legends. And I'm going to do that by trying to explain to you a mentality process. It's crucial to know the mentality of Raid Shadow Legends. And by mentality, I mean the thought process behind the creators and developers of the game in order to fully understand how, in fact, Raid Shadow Legends is going to complete its life cycle. Raid Shadow Legends is not the first game done by Plarium. In fact, we can see this for a fact by looking on the in-game right now, and you can see, if I pop back here, there is the 11-year anniversary of their company. They have 500 employees over in Plarium. I'm not sure if you're aware. Granted, there's multiple games, but they do have 500 employees. A lot of that is in their art and marketing department, and the lesser amount is focused on the devs. Now, I'm going to reiterate a hearsay story that I've heard where the devs are so unimportant and the programming is so unimportant that they've hired people off of things like dating apps just to find cheap coders, pick people up still in school. unfortunately, from what I'm hearing, the majority of their budgeting goes directly to marketing, meaning for every dollar they spend on the game, developing things like bug fixes, you can expect $10 in advertising budget. This is all just, I'm throwing numbers out that are not confirmed. I don't have access to any of their financial records. This is purely, you can see this for yourself. Plus, I've been sponsored by them. I know exactly how much money they pay. I know how many other people they sponsor on a daily to semi-daily basis. And the cost analysis of that, I would say, is insurmountable to look at and not come to the conclusion that they spend the majority of their budget on marketing. I think that this can be proven time and time again by the fact that the game has become a meme with so much marketing and advertising out there. And trust me when I say ads are not cheap. I know if they want to pay me a couple $1,000s to stream the game for a bit and get them like 150 downloads, you can imagine what they're paying people like my friend Arnold T101 when he does a Raid Shadow Legends plug in a video that gets 100,000 views. Also, thanks for the shout out in your video, Arnold. If you end up seeing this, I appreciate that. So that is some qualifiers, some pre-qualifying statements that I'm going to express here, and as I get into what the mentality is of Raid. Now, Raid Shadow Legends has one goal, and by Raid Shadow Legends, I mean Plarium, the company behind it, has one goal, and to be honest, it's not unfair that they have one goal. It is the design of the organism that is a business. A business's inherent goal is only to continue the development of that business and make it more money. Now, much in the way that a child prefers sugar and candy over greens, I say a child, but I'm speaking of myself here because I don't like vegetables. So Plarium does like advertising. As you can see, the slow in-drop, or I should say fast influx of players directly through those advertising links. You can see your money, you pay $5,000 for someone to do an ad and you receive $50,000 back. That's pretty good return on investment, and you literally did nothing other than maintain status quo. That is basically how the business operates. The money goes towards the marketing end. They bring people in. It's a rotating glass door, right? They smash people through. Some people are just in to use the restroom, leave, but they make most of their money off of keeping people in it. And if you guys have ever seen the movie like Seven, the Seven Deadly Sins, type thing, the one Sloth, where he's laying down in the bed and has been plugged in for years, spoiler warning, to like an IV to try to keep him alive, so he's like decaying and all that. That's basically Raid. What they do is they bring you in and they give you the dopamine hits, which they're very good at. And I'm not going to go into really the dopamine, the shard pulling, and the gambling aspect. Instead, where I'm going to go with this is I want you to focus on one thing instead, which is the rewards that this game offers. And the reason is originally you're seeing me getting angry because these are bad rewards, free-to-play players can't get this, etc. But what you have to realize is that you can read between the lines of how they see their game in terms of rewards. When the game was new, their rewards are not good. In fact, they were worse than they are now. The rewards are getting stronger, and that is, trust me, that is not because of us YouTubers complaining, or else it would have been instantaneous and it would have been closer to what we're actually saying. Instead, what is happening is they have to do two things at once. They have to have the revolving door of people coming in while balancing the economy so that you don't give them too much to ruin potential new investors that come into the game. Because if new people come into the game and get too many resources, the dopamine is too free, it's not expensive enough, because weirdly, when things are super expensive and fewer and far between, the dopamine is larger. This is more even proven as recently, me and my girlfriend off stream here got a little out of control and opened about $800 worth of shard pose on a different game, Exo's Heroes, okay? And we were having fun, but we realized we basically spent $1,000 on the game, right? And Raid needs you to feel the feeling of the spending money for the rush. But what happens is In the other game, I have an example why I'm explaining the other game. In the other game, the first $500, and what I was doing is some called string of creations, where it's like a pity pull at the end. You get the character you want, even if you don't get him. The first $500 was a pretty fun feeling. It was exciting. I'm losing money, and I'm not getting the character I want, but it was fun. We're pulling. The last $300 was physically painful, as at that point, we realized we're just trying to purchase the character. The end goal was in mind, as compared to enjoying the adventure, which is spending $800. So what you realize is this: Raid does a very good job at not making you ever drop out of the dopamine. Every single individual interaction in the game is highly exciting to the point of continuing you to play the game. However, the rewards and the real hidden unfortunate truth, which is the point of this video, is where we need to look. If you look at the rewards in the game, you will see how Raid Shadow Legends values their game and what their game plan is. Okay, how do I mean this? How can I, how can you just look at the rewards in game? These look like standard rewards. Well, let me explain why. If you look at the rewards, they're slowly going to be getting better. If you look at the in-game rewards, they dropped that one like legend. Remember the one time they dropped that one legendary tournament? We got a legendary and they didn't bring it back, and they did Skull Crusher for the number one. They might not bring back. They do them in between because the entire company is smart. Originally, I thought they were stupid, right? You kind of give them ignorance, but it's not blissful ignorance. The company is actually brilliant, to the point of they increase the rewards enough to keep the people like myself who have invested and are pot committed, or gamblers fallacy, we put so much in, to thinking the game will become better. But the game won't ever actually become better. They'll put rewards in there like good, make you feel like the game is trying to be more generous, and then go right back to where it was. And we can prove this by just looking at the fact it's their 11-year anniversary of a 500-employee company. And how do they celebrate it? They don't celebrate it by having some kind of cool in-game event. These are just a reskin of the same event. It's a summoning, right? These are shop offers, basically. They're selling us things for their events. You can look here and see this as well. There's no pride in their game, is what I'm saying. They know their game's a shop, and they don't have any pride in it. Like, they don't have an event for their anniversary. This is their 11-year anniversary, and they have a cool artist that whip up some background, because that's where 400 of the 500 employees are. You put them in the art. Fantastic art, by the way. But that's what they did for their 11-year anniversary. This is their anniversary, guy. This isn't like this is for us. This is Polarium. This isn't Raid Shadow Legends. This isn't global release 1 year. This is, to them, why will we care about their 11th anniversary? We didn't even know it was. They care about it, but they can't even add something in game for their own, honor, or whatever you want to call it. They just offer a shop pack. And this is where the unfortunate truth is if in their own game, they celebrate the events, they celebrate their 11-year anniversary as a company, where they're over there probably hey, anniversary, we did 1 more year, and they celebrate it by selling us a discounted reward. You realize the focus is always on the price of what you acquire. Because look, the way they celebrated, the thing that comes to their mind is reducing the price of some offers. So they're like, this is how we celebrate. You can get some slightly more rewards. So if the thing that's in their head all the time is rewards, 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 instead of some cool, think about it this way. Anytime something bad happened, even the coronavirus stuff, which was 1,000 energy, I'm not shitting on that at all, because that was nice of them to do. But everything in the game is just reward based. It's just compensation. Here's this, here's that. There's never any events for us to do. There's never any fun things to us. When's the last time we've seen a flash event where something came out and you have 3 hours to complete it, or something? Stuff like that happens in other games. In Exodus Heroes right now, they have a launch event that's also coinciding with another event that's just happening. That's just a random event that's also happening. Then they have random battles in the game. You can go and you can just, it gives you random heroes, another guy random heroes, and you fight each other. You can predict people's battle. There's other things that happen in the game. They have a weekly tournament for the top 16 people in the world, and then, which I'm in, by the way, I'm number 6 or whatever in the world. And you guys can, the people who aren't in it can predict who's going to win to get more points, stuff like that. They do actual events. What I'm realizing is there has never literally never been an event in this game. Never. The only events there's ever been has been reskinned, reward-based things, like the go train your character, go do a dungeon. There's never been a unique event that brought something different to the game. Never. Not that I can think of. When's been a unique boss that came in that you could only use certain people to beat or something? There was the Dragon Rare tournament. And that is the real unfortunate truth, is if you want something new in the game, it will never happen. The only thing that will ever happen is a reskin of current content. I'm even coming to believe that Hydra Boss, which will probably be the first new real content we're seeing, won't be out in 2020. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the things they're telling us we're not allowed to share, which is that 2.0. Guess what, guys? The only thing that's coming in 2.0 of Raid Shadow Legends is 3v3 Tag Arena. And guess what? 3v3 Tag Arena, there's still boosting in it. There's still bugs. If you win 2 out of 3 battles, a lot of times you just straight up lose points. There is massive issues already. And granted, that's why we have bug testing, so we can fix the bugs. It doesn't help when you realize that there's 500 employees over there, and every single time we release a new patch, it's just littered with issues. I mean, every single patch has come out with major bugs that I can think of. And someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I think every major patch I can think of has had major bugs in it, okay? Like either game-breaking stuff or stuff that matter in PvP, clan boss-related issues. So at some point, it's like, what's actually happening over there? And you realize what's actually happening is you have 400 artists making really good anniversary pack backgrounds, and 10 to 15 people figuring out how to keep us on the game, and 5 people making it.